Okay, so I'm getting ready to watch episode 14 of Death Note. And, this kind of keeps getting deeper and deeper, kind of the whole intertwined aspect of the old Kira and the new Kira. And then we had the girl, I think Misa is her name, come and sort of proclaim her loyalty to Light, but then Light with that evil, sinister look over her shoulder. And we just kind of know things are not going to go well between these two. How long is it going to take for something horrific to happen? I don't know. I'm feeling like the thing is escalating quickly, so our chaos is going to hit sooner rather than later. So let's just go ahead and check out the episode. And of course, during the OP, I do like to remind people that I have a Patreon now. And I know some of you are supporters on the Patreon, and I really appreciate that. But the Patreon is really important to what I'm doing here. So if there's any chance you might be interested in joining or checking it out, please consider doing so because there is a link in the video description. Friend is the name of the episode. So is this going to be playing on his lie to her that he's going to be her friend? It's taking us right back to that hug where he gave that no good, good for nothing look over her shoulder. It's going to play the part of her boyfriend. Oh man, this is so dysfunctional here. And there's that evil smile. Oh, she's going to use him. He's going to use her, to get rid of L. Oh, this is awful. This is so awful. Is he going to be able to actually get L to meet with her? Because I don't think L is going to be so easy to outsmart. Oh my goodness. This is some awfulness. She wants to see a Shinigami. Okay. So he lets her touch his death note. That sounds dirtier than it is. But he's going to let her see a Shinigami. Once again, sounds dirtier than it is. What the heck? There we go. All right. He sounds pretty eager to meet her. I think Light hasn't seen Rim yet. Or has he? I can't remember. Oh, wow. She's telling him how to kill his Shinigami. Oh, wow. Giving him this nickname, Night. But his name, Light, rhymes with night, but it comes from moon, so it's like Moon Knight. There's all kinds of tangential connections going on there. Okay, so he's watching some surveillance tapes here to try to find some clues. And I think if anybody can find those clues... Oh, wow. So he's still tracking this concept that Light is Kira, which is good. Like I said before, I'm convinced he is convinced of that. He's just looking for that ultimate proof to prove it, but I think that's his working assumption. And they're showing his obsession here with poring over every little detail. Okay, so it sounds like he's got the complete explanation for how to kill a Shinigami. And something that surprised me is in the comments, someone told me Rim, Misa's Shinigami, is actually a female Shinigami. So first off, I guess I never really thought that much about Shinigami coming in multiple gender varieties. And then also, I never thought that perhaps Rim would be a female. But that's what was pointed out to me. And here, Light's trying to help her cover her tracks. But I don't know, is this girl more clever than Light's given her credit for? Is she sort of playing simple to put him off guard? Like, is she going to reveal that she's actually operating on the same highly intense cleverness principle that L and Light are operating on? Oh, wow, he's given her... He's being pretty open with her, if this is true, if he really plans to send this note out. But sort of spreading panic by claiming he can share the power, or they can share the power, which, in a way, they could. All they have to do is give someone a page out of the note, right? Tell them how it works. Which takes me back to my original question. Does the note run out of pages? Because you couldn't just have infinite pages to give to infinite people and explain how to use it, right? Because then you could just reproduce your death note as much as you wanted to. So there has to be some kind of limiter on it. And she's circling back around to the boyfriend-girlfriend thing. Oh, she's giving him conditions. Date once a week's not so bad. That's reasonable. Oh, why is he being unreasonable? Here she's talking about how amazing Elle is. I wonder how that sits with Light. I think Elle's amazing. I'm with her on that. Oh, now he's trying to shine his own star a little bit, right? Oh. I guess I didn't realize that she didn't know that Elle and Kira had made contact. But now that she does know it, she's in awe, I guess, for lack of a better descriptor. Opening up his plan pretty quickly with this lady who he has just met, who also has an atrocious power. She has the Shinigami eyes, something he doesn't have. I would expect him to maybe play a little more coy. But then again, this could all be a mislead, a misdirect too. And he's explaining how they have to behave to avoid increased scrutiny. She's disappointed that it means they can't go on dates. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know. Their planner is a little too simple-minded for my taste. I'm hoping there's a twist here with her soon. But he is being honest with her about wanting to use her to eliminate Elle. So she's happy to be integral to his plans. But I do think she still said, hey, if necessary, I'll just kill Light. You know, even before she knew it was Light, she would kill the first Kira if she had to. She has the eyes. Oh, threatening to kill any other girls if he goes out on another date. Then again, oh, he called Misa sweetie. Ryuk picked up on that. Then again, I don't know if he would care. Oh, wow. She is really obsessed here, saying, I love you more than the world. That's messed up. Yeah, he's pointing out, we've never met before. That's a lot to say for somebody you've just met. And, you know, that love at first sight is kind of an immature reflex, right? She's talking about it, but it's not a feeling to be trusted, love at first sight. And Ryuk, of course, having fun with all this. Oh, wow, reminding her that she doesn't mind being used. That's never a healthy thing for someone in a relationship to bring up. She does not want him. Oh, he has both notebooks? Oh, wow. Oh, no. Rim is standing in the way. Oh, boy. Now they've got a tense standoff here. Rim, who I'd kind of forgotten about, just jumped right there, and she has told him, you are not going to do that. You got both notebooks? Not only can he not kill her, he's got to protect her from being killed by something else. And Rim doesn't care, right? Rim doesn't care. Rim is willing to die to protect Misa here. So that's an interesting turn. Another Shinigami potentially being killed, even though Rim had said before that it wasn't going to work out that way. It's so crazy that I can forget when civilians, I'll call them, walk into a room that they can't see the Shinigami. Kind of creepy, kind of fun. I do like how Rim just absolutely got on edge there and stepped up to Light in that moment when he was threatening to kill Misa. Which, by the way, Light, not a good move to threaten to kill somebody who has the Shinigami eyes and can kill you and is probably clever enough to have a slip of notebook paper of her own. Man, I cannot believe she just gave him her notebook. His family likes her because she's cute. I guess they don't really care about whether or not she's a sadistic killer, do they? Now he's got an extra job. He's got to juggle his chess game against Elle with now trying to protect any harm from coming to Misa. I like it that Rim doesn't trust him one bit, because he is definitely not trustworthy. Oh my goodness. We'll see if Light holds up to his promise to keep her safe. I do love it that Rim, or is that how you say it? Rim has really put that over his head now. Another stressor in his very distressed existence, and it needs to be stressed more. I like how Google was called Gentle Japan here. Okay, so now he's deep diving into what he's got to do to keep Misa safe. And she surpassed L as his primary nuisance. It's also interesting that he sees these existential threats as nuisances because he overestimates his own abilities so much. Oh, he's discovered that she's a model, that she's somebody famous and not just some girl about town. Yeah, he thinks all his problems will go away if he eliminates L. But the thing about problems is they always have a way of popping up in new places when you get rid of the old places. Problems never go away. They just change form. Oh, he's telling his family about her modeling career here. He's really starting to sound like a doting boyfriend a little bit. Though he seems incapable of showing any kind of emotion. She'll keep it a secret if he pays her. I like that. Extort your brother. Oh my goodness, this professor looks like a boring time. Imagine sitting in an hour and a half of that lecture. Oh, who is this? Oh, wow, there's this girl asking him if he's still going to go out with her. But you know, Misa's going to kill her. Oh no, she's playing with fire there. She doesn't know that life is on the line if she goes on a date here with Yagami. Or Yagami. She says she sat next to him, but there's like an empty chair between them. They have a really big lecture hall, or else the class is far from being full. And Ryuk's enjoying this interplay. This guy is so full of himself. He's so full of himself. Talking like he's king of the world here. Who's this guy observing? Is that somebody that L sent? Oh, and they got another message from Misa, the second Kira. So I'm curious to see what this message is going to contain. Oh, and Light happens to be around to see this one. Is Light genuinely surprised, or is this what he asked her to write? Okay, yeah. He, I think this is the one that's trying to play him to get him off the track, right? So the second Kira is going to stop trying to meet the first Kira, but she still plans to help him wipe out evil. Yep, this is almost verbatim what he told her to send in the second note. Yep, there's the part about sharing the power. So let's see if L can see through this right away. Yep, he picks it up right away that the two Kiras have joined forces. He picks up on subtle clues. He hasn't been fooled for a second there. That's the man, L. And he's also suspicious that Light is acting like he doesn't get it, because to him it seems like it's totally obvious what's happening. Punishing criminals instead of just punishing others. Well. What do you think of that, Light? Your clever plan didn't work quite so cleverly now, did it? You can even tell that the second Kira was given orders by the first Kira. Yeah, I think you're just outmatched by L there, Light. I really think your plan has backfired. Exactly what you were hoping would happen. The opposite of that's going to happen. Oh, wow. He says this draws suspicion away from Light, which is interesting. I did not expect that to happen. Oh, he's saying that Light's not stupid enough to send this. I like it. I like how this is going. Oh, man, he's playing against his ego instead of stroking his ego. So he's like, yeah, you're too smart to have done something this stupid, aren't you? Ooh, licking that donut's kind of gross. Oh, boy. He has really read through all that. But the way he licks that donut is kind of gross. Makes me... I mean, I'm not a big donut eater in the first place. But the thought of L just crouching on that chair, licking the donuts, it really turns me off from donuts for a while. Okay, Light's trying to play back the cleverness. His dad doesn't like him saying things like, I could be Kira. But come on. I know this is all part of L's test here, the things he said, to see how Light reacted. And in fact, he's saying this is how I would have done it, right? Oh boy. A lot of sugar in that tea. Was that tea or coffee? I'm guessing tea. But man, you might want to cut back on licking donuts and putting all the lumps of sugar in your tea. We need you around for a long time to solve this here, L. You can't sugar OD and then crash. What just happened? Oh, wow. He just called him a friend, and that threw him for a loop. And I still don't know if this is all part of L's testing. Like, I'm really Team L at this point, so I want to think everything he's doing is the right thing to be doing. But, you know, he may be fallible after all, and I'm just investing too heavily into the guy. I've definitely been let down before by investing too much in characters. Ryuk's kind of twisting at him about having a friend. Let's see how he deals with that. Oh man, he is frustrated at how quickly his ruse was seen through by Ryuzaki. Yeah, so this means even more reason why he can't. Oh no! She just ambushed him out of the blue. She couldn't wait 2 weeks to see her honey boo again, her honey boo boo. Oh boy, you better watch out. Next thing you know, she'll be wanting to smooch. First time he's ever wanted to hit a woman is this annoying, beautiful model who tackles him and wants to be his girlfriend. Well, I guess she's happy spending time with her, even if it's reluctantly. So, oh yeah, this guy is spying on Light there, knowing that he's a playboy. Uh-oh. Nothing like being met with yourself on a magazine cover by your beau's little sister, is there? Man, I can't believe the parents let him take a girl. Well, he is in college. I sometimes forget he's not in high school now. Take a girl up to his room and lock the door. That's a no-go in my household, kids. Now Ryuk and Rim are having a little fun at one another's expense. Yeah, he's trying to sort of needle out exactly where the relationship with Rim and Misa lies, too. Oh, wow. Is he going to smooch her? What's he going to do here, trying to play the game with Rim to get the sword of Damocles not hanging over his head anymore? Oh, he's going to ask Rim to kill L. Rim wants you to be happy. Would it make you happy if L was dead? Because that would make me happy. Oh my goodness, that's a chain of events right there. That's a game of telephone if ever there was one. Oh, and Ryuk's telling him the rules. Rim can kill who Rim wants to kill. He just can't help Misa do it. I like that. Oh man, come on. You don't manipulate with emotion like that. That's a red flag, people. That is a red flag. Run! Run away from Light. Light is manipulative and narcissistic. Love should not be conditional. If someone says you have to murder somebody to get you to love them, that person is not someone you want to love. Oh, I just continue. I continue to have more and more disdain for Light as this show goes on. When is Light Yagami gonna get his comeuppance? It's gotta happen soon. He was twisting on the vine for a while. I was enjoying watching him squirm, and he seems to be like a worm who's gotten off the hook now, and I need him to be back in that twisting more. Oh my goodness. The manipulation there. This is just despicable. Intellectual manipulation's one thing. Emotional manipulation, that's pure evil. And it's over. Something tells me that this plan isn't going to work as well as he wants, right? Like, I don't think that we're going to get rid of L that easily. I don't think this show would be a very good show if it got rid of L this easily. Because L is really the only person here I'm pulling for at this point. I sort of feel bad for Misa because she seems simple-minded. But also, I think this is maybe an act she's putting on. And we're going to find out there's more to her than what it appears. But boy, if Light is not just despicable. I can't think of another word for Light Yagami than despicable. So I wonder where this story goes. It's probably time that I do another review because I've covered 6 episodes here. And with that, I'm just going to say I'm proud of you for watching anime, and I'll talk to you again soon.
I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supports the channel on Patreon. It really means a lot to me. If you might be interested in Patreon perks like early access to videos, uncut reaction videos, ad-free videos, and the opportunity to vote on which anime will be covered in the future, then click on the link in the video description. Thank you.